Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, is anybody out there? Trying to get things set up here, so give me a sec. I'm trying new things here, setting things up. 1 second here. Stay with me here. I'm going to switch over to a screen. I will be right back. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How you doing, Derek? Hello, hello. Up if anybody's watching, I'm just trying to get this stuff figured out here, trying to add music, trying to add some different things. Oh no, we don't want that, do we? No. How you doing, Derek? There we go. Let's try this. Yeah. Up if anybody's watching, I'm just trying to get this stuff figured out here, trying to add music, trying to add some different things. Oh, we don't want that, do we? Yeah. So I got this all set up here. Trying to add something here. Bear with me. I'm going to try something here. I got a new spin wheel here that I'm going to add. Let's see here. It's all set up here. Trying to add. Bear with me. I'm going to try something here. Spin wheel here. Let's see. Oh, where are we at here? All right, let's check this out here. Guess I still gotta be quiet here and hear the bumping and bumbling around. Let's see here. If you guys can see this. Oh, there we go. Here, I just got a couple slabs. So I got a new wheel here, just trying to test it out for when we do giveaways. Crydon, UEX, Charizard, Venusaur, and Kingdra. Let's spin the wheel here and see which one. Excuse me. Surprise, surprise. Charizard is the winner. So this will make it easier when we do giveaways instead of doing the way we used to do it. So Charizard won. And that would be the winner. Depending on who's all in the stream, I can change that. Charizard. This will make it easier when we do giveaways instead of doing the way we used to do it. Charizard won. Yes, yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. I couldn't music. Just kicked in. Sorry about that. Just turn that off. I got the TV over here in the background that's echoing off of the microwave. Let me see here. What else do we got here? Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that, Derek. That's my bad. I'm just trying to figure this all out. It goes up and down. I'm trying to figure out some music and figured I'd just throw some slabs out here, figure out on that wheel, just to kind of figure out when we do our next live stream. I'll be able to put your guys' name in and be able to, you know, do it that way instead of just picking the one number type of deal. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. I don't know what else really wanted to check. Yeah, hey, Derek, since you are on and watching, we are going to go live here pretty soon. We're going to rip, oh man, we're going to rip some 151. We're going to rip a couple Pokeballs. We are ripping the new Temporal Forces. We're going to rip a booster box of that. What else do I got? I got an ETB of Temporal Forces. Shoot, what else did I buy? Then we are going to open, Dom wanted to open Star Wars Unlimited. So we got a booster box of Star Wars Unlimited. So we're going to be opening up a bunch of packs here coming up soon. Not exactly sure what day. I kind of wanted to get all this stuff squared away. But I wanted to kind of just test this out tonight. Just to see how it's working and everything like that with the music. I don't want the music going blasting real loud like it was. But yeah, I mean, since I'm here, I just grab some slabs just to kind of put things in focus. See here, let me get on the right screen. There we go. Kind of run through if you guys want to see something, if you're just kind of hanging out, maybe you're kind of getting ready for bed and seeing what's up, and yeah, you can run through a couple slabs that we pulled here and a couple Charizards. This one actually, I don't know if you guys seen videos a long time ago. We pulled this. Actually, I take that back. We didn't pull this at all. I bought this at a local card shop. This particular Charizard V was $2. Back when I did the video, when I did get it graded, it kind of came in at a 9. I want to say it was like 35 bucks. So, I mean, if I were trying to flip this, you know, getting a $2 Charizard V and I scoured and looked over it, looked perfect to me, but clearly I don't, you know, work for PSA. It did get a 9, but I mean, a $2 card is legit, you know, in the scheme of things. But yeah. That was one we did. We actually did a whole video on it, trying to like buy cards from a card shop and then get them graded to see if we could, you know, flip them for profit. We never did sell them. We just kept them for our collection. Yeah, here's a cool one here. I don't know if you guys have probably seen this one. This one's from Sword and Shield base set. Really cool card. We pulled this. We were super pumped. I know it's just an ultra rare, but we absolutely loved it. Arcanine EX. We've been looking for the Gyarados one. We did finally buy it. I couldn't pull it, and I didn't, with the way Scarlet and Violet base set was plummeting in price. It just didn't make sense to try to pull that specific card. But we do have it though. We don't have it graded. This is one when we first started collecting too that we pulled out of Silver Tempest. We just love this like rainbow full art. I mean, it's not an alt art, but I mean it's still a sweet card, and it did get a 10. So I mean that we were pretty excited. Same with this one. This isn't an alt art or anything. It is just a full art, but it was one that we thought was super cool. And then here, this is one Dom had way back from Evolutions back in 2016. And this is one of my favorite cards that he always had in his binder. Just love this reverse hollow Charmander. If you guys look, I mean, I don't know, the centering looks pretty decent. I mean, maybe there's a little piece of whitening there. You know, I don't really know. But I mean, he took this card to school and everything, so goodness gracious only knows what could have happened to it, but it did get a 7. That's one of our worst cards. And then this one just blows my mind. This is what we pulled out of our UPC. Obviously the huge Charizard EX SIR. I just don't understand how this got a 7. I mean, if you guys look here, I don't know if Zoom will mess up or focus or not, but like, it looks very good to me. It to get a 7 just blows my mind. I don't understand it. The bummer. I mean, we did pull it in 151 Japanese and we got a 10, but it's a real bummer to, you know, pull in English and get a 7. I mean, that's low. Here's one we are going to do on a giveaway soon. This pretty cool Kingdra GX from Sun and Moon 2018. This is a Black Star promo, but still really cool card. Something, you know, you can't get anymore. You can't just go to Walmart and buy Sun and Moon or anything like that. So pretty cool card. Came in at a 9. Radiant Venusaur we had when we first started opening stuff. Love the Radiant ones, and like I said, I don't know what we're missing on these, but it ended up getting a 9. Centering looks good, everything else looks good on it, but it's not. And this one we got butchered on too. This one was from 151. Really cool. I absolutely love gold hyper rare cards. That's just a personal preference for me. You know, but this got an 8. I don't understand why. I don't get it. You know, but is what it is. And then here, these are two that we absolutely love and adore. The Miraidon EX from base set. I mean, this card was just, this is probably one of my favorite cards we've ever pulled. And we got a Gem Mint 10. I mean, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Love the art on this card, the special illustration rare. This is a very awesome card that we have in our collection. And then we did get lucky as well. We pulled the Cryodon EX. Very awesome card with the Detonine in there. Did get a Gem Mint 10 on that as well. Here's another couple ones that we got hosed on. Erica's Invitation at the time was a huge pull for 151 when it first came out. Then this card just absolutely plummeted. In Japan, I believe the Japanese one is still going for a decent price, but it just did not hold value in English as it did. And of course, we had sent it when the value was up, and we got butchered on it, getting a near mint 8. I don't know what's going on like with that and the Mew. I mean, it looks good to me, but apparently something is going on with it. And then this one, I was very surprised. I bought this at a card shop. I paid $7 for this card raw. There were about 3 or 4 of these. I looked at all of them. They do let you hold them and touch them and look at them, as long as it's not a crazy high price. And this one got a Gem Mint 10, so I was very pleased. You know, anytime you're getting a Charizard, Gem Mint 10, you know, is legit. you know, and being able to pull this raw from the card shop that's just, you know, so many people have probably handled and touched. Pretty cool to do that. And then I'm sure you guys have seen these. These are from the UPC, the Sword and Shield UPC. You know, these ones are cool, but a lot of these got cut bad. It's hard to get a 10 in these. This is my least favorite one. This is my favorite one. This card reminds me a lot of the one from Crown Zenith, where it's opposite, where Mewtwo's right here and Charizard's in the back. I don't know if you guys have seen that card, but this card does remind me of it. I mean, this card is absolutely amazing. Love, love, love this card. And this all art card is awesome too. You can find these cards that are non Black Star promos, like legit cards. They have them in V-Star Universe, which is the Japanese set, and they are legit cards instead of just promos. So they're worth more for being the real card. Yeah, I got 9s on all of these, and this is probably one of my favorite Charizards that we do have. And then here's that big Charizard from Obsidian Flames. This one was blown up like crazy when it first came out. I mean, this was a Charizard like we've never seen before. And then the Paldean Fates one looks very similar to this. There's just a lot going on when you got this Terraform Charizard. We actually pulled this on our 4th pack of Obsidian Flames, which was crazy. And then we've opened several packs, you know, and haven't pulled this yet. You know, I'm surprised. To me, this looked really good. I don't understand why this got a 9, but it did. Really cool card. And this was one we bought as well. This was another $2 card. It did come in as a mint 9. Anything Charizard is, you know, we're all for it, and probably save these and hang on to these. You know, we got a lot of Charizards to have and to hold and cherish, so to speak. Let's set these aside. Trying to think. Oh, there was another one we had. Yeah, I agree, Derek. I don't understand why some of these were, you know, not 10s. I don't get it. You know, it just drives me nuts. I don't understand why some of these hit and don't hit. And so we did pull. There's a couple other ones. I'll go get a couple more if you guys are wanting to see some stuff. Let me set this screen here. I'll just leave it up. All right. Someone grab some more slabs we had. Excuse me. Man. This was a huge hit for us. This was actually kind of like, to be honest, this was probably the card that like got me. I don't know if everybody's ever seen any of those shorts or anything like that. Like, show the card that got you back into collecting. This was it. So when Dom pulled this, you know, he about crapped his pants, and it was awesome. You know, just like I remember him sliding it up and seeing the gold and the hyper rare, and you know, we were like, oh my gosh. He jumped up out of his chair and ran around the house like a crazy man when we pulled this. And, you know, little to we know now that the hyper rares do not go, you know, high in value compared to an SIR and things like that. But for us, it was amazing. It was an amazing pull. And this is definitely a card that I'll never forget, you know, based on that. And for me, Miraidon turned out to be one of my favorite ones to collect. Love the art on a lot of his cards. This is just a special card for me. Here's another one we bought at the card shop. Turned out really good for us. Rayquaza VMAX from the Trainer Gallery from Silver Tempest. Really cool card. I want to say this card was same thing. I think this one was 5. And it ended up being a Gem Mint 10, so I was very impressed. I just, you know, I guess you could say I got lucky because I don't understand what makes a 10 or 9 or anything like that, but ended up getting a 10 on this. Was pretty stoked about this. Now this one we did buy at the card shop. We didn't pull it. I think we paid $20 for this, I want to say. I'm not sure. We bought it at the value it was. Really cool card. Love this Glaceon V. Glaceon's one of my favorite evolutions. So, and instead of like really pushing, you know, buying a ton of Crown Zenith to try to pull this card, because there's so many Galarian Galleries in there, that we just ended up seeing it. Oh, excuse me. It looked good, and we went for it, you know. And it did come back as a 9. I was hoping it would be a 10, being that, you know, raw. It was a $20 card raw. Gem Mint 10 would have pushed this thing up probably over 100, but still, this is a decent card coming in at a 9. And then here is the biggest hit we've ever had out of Evo Skies. Absolutely love this Glaceon V just chilling on the bench there. I mean, that card, this is an alt art that is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. But it did get an 8, and I don't know, maybe the centering's a little thick up here, I would say, but, you know, enough to get an 8. Whoosh. And here was our best hit we've ever pulled out of Brilliant Stars. This is that Arceus V alt art. Very cool, like the God Pokemon. So this was a pretty cool hit. I guess maybe it's a little thin up here compared to the bottom, and that's why I got a 9 based on centering. I mean, everything we pull is pack fresh, and it just goes straight into a sleeve. Still awesome card. Big hit. And then here we did actually pull this twice. In a lot of those Pokeballs that we got, Pokeballs had all the Evolving Skies, and these were big, you know, us trying to get Evolving Skies, and we pulled absolutely garbage out of Evolving Skies, except these two Glaceon V's, which at the time when we pulled them raw, they were like $72, I want to say. I don't know what they are now. I know they're going up and down like crazy, but still having this at a mid 9 and we got an 8, you know, we'll take that all day long. Now we're getting into a little more of the modern ones. Paldea. Paldea Evolved is my favorite set of the Scarlet Violet era, and here's going to show some of our favorite ones that we got graded. Absolutely loved this Sleeping Raichu. You know, you see like his little electric bolts there, and you know, this was a fun one to pull. Was really excited when we pulled this. This was one of the last ones we actually pulled, of ones that we really wanted. Came in at a mint 9. You know, like I said, I don't know how they cut them or what's wrong with them. I don't know if they're just doing a low pop for the 10s at PSA to, you know, they're trying to control the market. I mean, this isn't a huge card, but still, like, and here we did get the big whopper of the whole set, which is the Iono, which is an absolutely stunning special illustration rare. This one did get a mint 9 as well. But I mean, you got your Pikachu there, your Eevee, you know, I mean, that's a super cool card. Then here was another big chase card we wanted really bad out of Paldea, which was the Tyranitar. Loved pulling this card. I want to say the pack we pulled it in had a Larvitar or Pupitar Larvitar, and then Dom was joking around and said, "Oh, it'd be cool if we pulled the big Tyranitar," and boom, it was in there. So I mean, this was a really cool hit for us to be able to get that, you know, just kind of joking around, and he ended up pulling it, and that was, you know, a huge one for us. And again, it did get mint 9. And here, this is probably my favorite card in all of Scarlet and Violet era. Absolutely love this card. The Magikarp. We actually, you know, as soon as we saw this on there, this is a card that I just absolutely had to have. This card is absolutely stunning. The artwork, and who's the artist there? Who is that guy? Is it Shinji Kanda? Shinji Kanda. This guy is legit. I mean, look at the art on this, and I'm sure you guys have all seen this, but see right there. There he is. There's Gyarados. Follow him around. You see his tail and everything. Absolutely stunning. You know, we might have missed that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But that right there, that's awesome. Absolutely love this card. Would have been great to get a 10, but it is what it is. And then here are some Japanese ones that we pulled, and this was from V-Star Universe, which would be Crown Zenith. Absolutely love this Sleeping Mew and all the different Pokemon that are around. This one did come into Gem Mint 10, so this was a pretty cool hit for us. And then this one was from 151. Really cool hit with the Pikachu. Absolutely love this card. This was a really fun hit. This did come in at Gem Mint 10, so that was an exciting hit. And then here's another Japanese. This was from V-Star Universe. Absolutely love this evolution of Leafeon. Just amazing SAR. Huge hit. Love this card. And this one was cool too. This actually just came in as a UR, as an ultra rare. So we got this in a box and the Leafeon as well. So you don't always get an SAR in a Japanese box, but we did get this SAR and we got an ultra rare. The ultra rare doesn't count against getting a big hit for the box because it's an ultra rare, not an SAR. So this box was like extremely lucky here, pulling this Origin Form Dialga. Both cards from the Galarian Gallery are just legit. And there's Dialga, Arceus, and Palkia. And then these two, these were from 151, which everybody will notice this. This is the card that you get. This is the card that you get when you open up the UPC. So, but before the UPC came out and this card was so easily available in English as a Black Star promo, this is a real card in the Japanese set. As you can see, there's no Black Star promo. It is legit numbered and it is an SAR, which is secret art rare, just like special illustration rare in English. And this was an amazing pull. I mean, the art rare or the artwork on this is just stunning. And we got a Gem Mint 10. This was a huge hit. This was this, and this next card here. This we actually pulled the SAR in Japanese. Excuse me. Full Gem Mint 10. You know, we had pulled this well before we pulled it in English, and of course, you know, this is an amazing Charizard card there. These are two huge hits that we got. You know, out of those booster boxes of 151. Yeah, Japanese Zard. I mean, that one it's legit. I agree, Derek. These cards we hit we couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe it when we hit it. Is the music too loud or is it too low? Anybody have any opinion on that? I can turn it up, but I don't want it to blast. Japanese. Derek, these cards we hit we couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe it when we hit it. Is the music too loud or is it too low? I'll turn it up just a tad. Yeah, let me check it out. Yeah, it's not bad. Just trying to figure all this out here. See, there's 4 other people watching. Oh, now 3. I was wondering who the other 3 are. Oh, Derek's out there. Just curious who's out there. If it's anybody we know, or if it's just some, couple random people just maybe looking for some white noise to go to sleep. Maybe that could be, it could be that too. So 4 other people watching. Oh, now 3. Derek, who's your favorite Pokemon? I don't know if I asked you before in your and when you've been in any of our streams before. Anybody? Just some couple random people just maybe looking for some white noise to go to sleep. It could be that too. Raichu. All right, I like it. So you probably like that sleeping Raichu that I have. And Mew. All right. There you go. I agree. Which Mew card do you like better, the gold one, or do you like the sleeping Mew? Alright. Try to find it, I don't know where it was. Which Mew card do you like better, the gold one, or do you like the sleeping? Okay, here we go. Got a preference on the Mew cards? Oh, that's true. I got the flying Mew too. I forgot about that. They do got a couple Mews. This one's pretty sweet. This one's cool too. Love that the pink just pops off that gold. And of course, this Raichu card. I absolutely adore that card. And then I did forget about the other Mew card. I agree. All the arts do look nice. Agree. And like, I'm a huge fan of these. Like, when I look at these, like something like this, I mean, I know the value isn't like skyrocket. It's not, a $200 card or anything like that. But like, I absolutely love this era of, I agree. All the illustration rares, and they started, with trainer galleries, but as far as like, I think they really kind of hit home when they started the Galarian galleries in Crown Zenith, which of course V-Star came out with the year before, but this is it for me, man. I mean, look at all the different Pokemon in here. I love how these are kind of like shaded out and things like that. I always thought that was super cool to have those illustration rares, and something like this, and they like the art and everything like that. Like he's just chilling in his bed upside down, like awesome. Absolutely love these. And it's not to like hate or anything on Sword and Shield or Sun and Moon or anything like that. I saw somebody had kind of said that this is the golden age of Pokemon cards as far as art goes. Where you look at something like let me see here. Hold on here. Like you look at like this. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, this is nostalgia. This is from Evolutions, which is a reprint from base set, and it's awesome. Don't get me wrong. This is what started it all. If it wasn't for these, you wouldn't be here now. But like when you're comparing apples to oranges as far as art, I know the value on these older cards are going to be way higher. But like as far as art goes and like how sweet they look, I don't even think of it. It's not even in comparison, in my opinion. Will these cards be, high value later on? Does Pokemon get away from this type of, this art, so to speak? I don't know. But, I'm fully enjoying it. Now, obviously, you go here and you get an alt art from Sword and Shield is just as amazing, as one of these, but and you can tell too, it's got the special border and everything for the alt art, but I feel like it's so hard to pull these compared to this. You get, one in every 3 packs. You might not get the one you want, but you are getting, a illustration rare, roughly 1 in 3 packs in the Sword and Shield era, and that's awesome for me. Like that's legit because these are what we collect, and we have a bunch of them. We don't have them all yet. We're working on it, but we definitely, are trying our hardest to get them all. But you are getting the frustration there. Hello, Lucid Games. What's up? Have them all yet. How you doing, dude? Doing good? I'm John. What's your name? I'm just hanging out right now. A couple people joined. What's up? Just kind of testing things out. How you doing, dude? I don't know where everybody's at. It's like 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. for me here. I'm getting tired. What's your name? I mean, if you guys want to kick it and hang out. I don't know if I have anything open. I might have a Pokeball to open if you guys want to see some. If you guys want to see some card openings. I can kind of see what packs are in there, and I want to kind of maybe mess around with my wheel and see which pack to open first type of thing. Do something like that. So that's cool if you guys want to see a couple packs. So I'm going to save most of the packs for the live stream, but if you guys want to see a couple packs, if we get anything lucky tonight, just let me know. See what packs are. See which. That's cool. You get to see a couple packs. Save most of the packs for the live stream. A couple packs. Anybody want to see some packs or what's up? You guys all fall asleep? Oh, dropped one. Let's see here. Some packs or what's up? Fall asleep? All right, we'll let the wheel decide. Should we open packs? All right, I'm gonna go grab a Pokeball. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try this screen. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just checking this out. Right. You're back here. I got a Pokeball. So this came, let's see, this one is C23. See what we got here. I'll put that off to the side. Crack this open here. See if we can get lucky tonight, huh? Can't remember exactly what pack's in here. I'm gonna say a couple Lost Origins. So realistically, we have a shot at maybe pulling a Trainer Gallery. We have had bad luck with Lost Origins. I don't know. That Illusions of Grandeur trying to pull that Giratina, or even the Aerodactyl, you know, I know they're huge hits, but man, they are rough to try to open. Move this out of the way here. Crack this open here. Oh, yuck. So, there we go. Pikachu, pretty cool. Let's move this Pokeball out of the way here. We got Chilling Reign and 2 Lost Origins. So let's just set these aside over here. Let's just go straight for the Chilling Reign. This is rough stuff here, man. I'm not gonna lie. These packs are not very forgiving, I feel like. So, I mean, I'm not going to show the code card. I'm going to take it up off screen. Let's just go straight for the chill. I will bring that back down. What I don't like about the Sword and Shield is the code card can give away if there's going to be a hit, you know, but what it is. Larian Chestplate. We got Cybold. Add down a little bit on here. Yeah, go from that. Leadian. Vesta. Reap. Aircross. Wobbuffet. Alright. Hey, there's a Grookey. Reverse Hollow, Lucky Energy. Not so lucky pack. And well, no Chilling Reign. It's more like Chilling Pain. But what are you gonna do, right? Only this card is attached to a Pokemon and provides a energy if the energy has an active spot. Yeah, that's not a bad card. Anybody play Pokemon? Does anyone actually play the TCG? Here, I'll throw this out if somebody wants it. But we actually played the TCG. It's actually a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody out there does play it. I am on TCG. It's look me up. It's the real Pokebit. If you do want to play, it'd be cool. I'm always up to play. I do run a electric, I think it's Regieleki. Probably butchered that name. Regieleki deck. And let's see here. 4. But it is a lot of fun to play, so I don't know if any of you guys do play, but it definitely changes the game as far as like a lot of these cards you know, are playable and they're, you know, actually useful. Look at the top card of your deck. You may switch that card with one of your face down prize cards. That's actually a pretty decent card. Chan. That's cool looking. Misfortune Sisters. So look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and discard any number of item cards you find there. Your opponent shuffles the other cards back into their deck. Not bad. What is this one? Huh. Rumi Anzor. That's actually a really cool art, to be honest with you. Like that. There's actually a really cool illustration rare old that's in this new set, Temporal Forces, of this guy. Really cool. Over. Thanks. Oh, hey, we got a hit. Check that out. All right. Porygon Z, cool art, but actually got a hit. Was not expecting to get a hit. I forgot that there's Radiance in Lost Origins. That's pretty cool one there. Very cool. I don't even know if I have sleeves. I wasn't ready. Wasn't really ready to open cards, but I guess I do. Sleeve looks up. This will go in the binder with all the other Radiants. I don't think this is a really huge hit. Still pretty cool. I'll set that right there. That code card was white, but being that is a, you know, a Radiant or a Trainer Gallery, code card doesn't really matter so much as far as that goes. Now there are some really cool cards in Lost Origin. Like I said, Lost Origin has not been good to us. It's a very, very hard set to pull. Very frustrating, I guess, is the way I would put it. Again, I had high hopes. That's kind of too before I realized that Sword and Shield is a very, very hard deck. I'm just putting these up to not give away the code card. A lot of people don't like it when I show the code card for Sword and Shield. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, white code card means no hit or just Trainer Gallery. But a black code card could be double hollows or an actual hit. Always seem true, but it's pretty darn close. Cool. Overseas Experiment. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put 3 of them into your hand. Put the other cards in the Lost Zone. Oh, I grabbed 2. Yellow. C-Dot. In the tree. Horsey. The Knight. Shellos. And Groomy. Alright. That Pokeball was a bust, just like the other Pokeball. I did get a Radiant Steelix, but those cards are rough. To be completely honest with you, in those packs, Sword and Shield is a tough pull rate. Not a huge fan of Sword and Shield. I don't know if anybody is. If they have any preferences, Um, you know, yeah, it happens. Definitely not gonna get, you know, like right now I'm looking at these. I'll go ahead and I move everything over. Energies, bulk, my code card, then all my, you know, those type of cards, any trainers or item cards I put aside. This is just kind of how I go through my bulk and my stuff. Then I have a whole pile of these trainer and item cards for playing. So it's kind of nice that, you know, I collect these. I wish I would have collected a whole bunch of them. Because when we first started collecting, we just would buy stuff, and if, you know, it wasn't worth value, wasn't, you know, a full art or an ultra rare, we pitched it. Or not pitched it, I apologize. We didn't pitch it. We, you know, sold the bulk. You know, and now looking back at it, I'm sure there's a lot of great cards in there that we could have had, you know, to use for our deck, but yeah, opening a couple Sword and Shield packs. We did get one hit, you know, out of the whole Pokeball, 3 packs. Radiant Steelix, pretty cool card. That's about it. But yeah, like I said earlier, we are going to be streaming here pretty soon. We're going to be doing the new set, Temporal Forces. We have an ETB of Walking Weight on the cover. That's a pretty cool one. We have 36 packs of Temporal Forces, and then I did buy 2 boxes of Wild Force, which is Pokemon Wild Force, which is the Japanese box, and that is half of Temporal Forces, which that half, in my opinion, is the best. It has the Gengar, which I'm so desiring to pull, the Gengar full art, and it has the Morty's Conviction, which has Gengar sitting like at the table with him. Love that trainer card. So those are my 2 big hits out of this whole set, is the Gengar full art, ultra rare, and then the Morty's Conviction, and then 2 out of the Walking or Wild Force. The other big SIRs are the dogs, which is Raging Bolt, which is really just Raikou. Then there's Walking Wake, which is the Suicune, and then I think it's Gouging Fire, maybe, which is Entei. So I like the legendary dogs myself, so I prefer, you know, to pull one of those. I think in Cyber Judge, which is the other half of the Japanese set that makes up Temporal Forces, you're gonna have Iron Leaves. The one's Iron. I don't know if it's Iron Treads or Iron something, but not, you know, I know the Iron Leaves is supposed to be the big hit, but I prefer the dogs. Sometimes it's not about, you know, all the money that you're, you know, getting the huge hit. So I'm hoping that, you know, 2 booster boxes of Japanese and then a full one of English, which I don't know if you guys have heard that Temporal Forces English is very rough to pull. We did buy a booster bundle, but we could not wait. We had to open it. So I mean, 6 packs of Temporal Forces, and out of 6 packs we got 1 hit. Now the hit we did get was really sweet. It was the Lickitung illustration rare, which I really wanted when I saw this card list come out. I'm very pumped that we did pull that, but we didn't pull anything else out of the other 5 packs. Not an EX, nothing. So this set is very hard. When we were at the card shop, we had my buddy and his boys, they bought a booster box of Temporal Forces, And the best card they pulled was, it was Iron Leaves. It was a really sweet card, but it was just a 2 silver star ultra rare, and that was their big hit for the box. They did not get an SIR, they did not get a hyper rare gold. They only got 2, if I'm not mistaken, only 2 illustration rares and several EXs. But these booster boxes are not seeded like they used to be, which is a little concerning, because I have to look now, but when the cards were starting to get opened and TCG Player, first was putting them up, I want to say, the highest card in the set is only like a $60 card. So, you're buying a booster box at $120, and the best card you can pull out of here is only a $60 card, and then you're not even guaranteed an SIR in the box. So I don't know what the heck Pokemon's doing. If you were at least going to take the SIRs out and make them like very hard to pull, at least make them, I don't understand how the market doesn't swing that way and then the value go high. I don't understand how that doesn't work. But I don't know where we're at now. So, and if you look at a lot of different people posting on YouTube and things, the pull rates are tough. They are. We've opened just that booster box, and then we did open 3-pack blister. So I kind of figured, well, if the booster boxes don't have or aren't guaranteed an SIR or hyper rare, then maybe you're just as good of luck just buying random sleeved packs that you can get off the shelf just one at a time, or a 3 sleeve pack, 3 booster pack. We did pull, where's it at? This one we did pull out of our 3-pack sleeve, this really cool Meltan. And this is just kind of goes to like when I was saying earlier, if I don't know if people thinking or not, as far as the golden age of art for Pokemon cards. But I mean, look at this is so cool. Guys just sitting up there making a whole bunch of Meltans. You see the sparks flying and everything like that, and they're just all over the place. Really, really cool card. The art is just amazing. In good shape. But I feel like these illustration rares are just getting better and better and better, and it's such a cool way to have people hopefully really enjoy collecting different Pokemon that they may not have thought of before, or they're actually Pokemon's highlighting these type of Pokemon that might not have gotten highlighted with really cool art, really cool cards. So it is cool to see that these illustration rares come out and are in such an abundance, and the artists are just really being creative and making such cool ways to produce these cards. So it's absolutely really cool that they have these, and it's probably my favorite thing of the whole Scarlet Violet era are these illustration rares. But I think I am going to go to bed. We do have some things we got to get done tomorrow. Take a look out for the channel. Come back, I'll probably post a community tab kind of giving a heads up of when we're going to go live. We do want to go live because we did hit 25,000 subscribers, so thank you to everyone who is out there watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll probably see you here sometime soon. Peace.